Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Illinois Attorney General files additional charges against Boone County's clerk and recorder. The punishment for the charges she's accused of adds up to more than a century behind bars. By the day, more busloads of migrants make their way to Illinois. Cook County lawmakers call on the state for support. And a local event helps people on the state line clear their criminal records. Community members say it's a great service for those in financial need. Good evening, I'm Eric Wilson. Mimi Murphy is off tonight. The Illinois Attorney General announces new charges against Boone County's clerk and recorder. Kwame Raoul's office filed a 26-count indictment against Julie Bliss. Bliss is accused of stealing money from the county and using a Boone County credit card to pay for personal expenses like buying groceries and paying off personal debt. She faces a combined total of more than 100 years in prison for her alleged crimes. Last month, Bliss went on administrative leave until her case is resolved. A Rockford man's charged after police say he damaged several downtown businesses. Yesterday around 7:30 at night, RPD officers were called to the 400 and 500 blocks of East State Street for a man throwing rocks at storefront windows. Police spotted Trevor Rapay. He matched the description of the man throwing rocks. Officers arrested him and took him to the county jail. He's been charged with 5 counts of felony criminal damage to property. Police are on the search for a statue thief. Rockford Park District police say someone took this statue out of Olson Swedish Heritage Park. That's home to Canine Corners Dog Park, where dogs can run without a leash. Park District PD did not say how or when the theft happened. One of 2 former Illinois Department of Children and Family Services workers has been found guilty for his role in 5-year-old AJ Freund's death. WGN's Alyssa Donovan shows us defense lawyers call the verdict scapegoating.
He was failed by the adults in his life. He died, he was tortured to death. He deserved due process. AJ never got due process from DCFS. He died suffering, and I hold the 2 of you and DCFS responsible for that.
Former Department of Child and Family Services Specialist Carlos Acosta convicted of 2 counts of neglecting and endangering a child after weeks of powerful testimony in the McHenry County Courthouse. Acosta was the caseworker for 5-year-old AJ Freund, who was murdered by his parents and found in a shallow grave in the backyard of his Crystal Lake home back in 2019. During closing arguments, the state said that AJ would be celebrating his 10th birthday tomorrow, calling his death clearly preventable.
This has to be one of the most predictable, one of the most foreseeable, but one of the most preventable cases in DCFS history.
Throughout the trial, prosecutors shared multiple police reports, past drug history of the child's parents, the unsafe state of his home, and doctors' reports noting bruises on the child's body. AJ's parents were charged in connection to his murder and are serving at least 30 years in prison. The defense for both Acosta and his supervisor, Andrew Polovin, attempted to argue lack of consistency, unreasonable caseloads, and stated both workers followed procedure.
The state asks this court to assign criminal felony consequences for what it believes was a bad judgment call. Did the entire system fail this child? Obviously, in hindsight, we now know that it did. But assigning criminal responsibility for that failing to these 2 defendants only is unreasonable and terrible scapegoating.
Acosta's supervisor Polovin was found not guilty of playing a role in the death of AJ. The judge stating that it was not clear how much Polovin knew about the case at the time of the 5-year-old's murder.
As the judge explained his decision on the verdict, he called several reports done by Acosta dishonest and misleading. The judge describes the final safety report Acosta wrote as, quote, pure fiction. Acosta's next court date is December 13th. Busloads of migrants continue to arrive in Chicago every day. That's forced city leaders to scramble to find resources to manage the crisis. More than 3,500 migrants are sleeping at police stations and O'Hare Airport. They're waiting to be placed in facilities. The city says it's opening a new migrant shelter every 6 days to accommodate arrivals. State leaders in Springfield claim they're doing what they can to assist, but those in the middle of it argue it's not enough to keep up with demand.
If it continues to go up the way we've been seeing, then we really are going to be needing an actual step up in the amount of responsibility taken at the city, state, and federal level.
We are providing services and dollars on top of what cities do, and in the city of Chicago, as you may know, we've already spent more than $300 million, in fact more than $330 million already to support the asylum seekers shelter.
Yesterday, members of the Illinois congressional delegation wrote a letter to President Biden requesting federal help with the crisis. Local lawmaker Joe Sosnowski calls on the governor to stop using taxpayer dollars on non-citizens. In a statement, Representative Sosnowski says, quote, Illinois taxpayers have needs that are not fully being met due to inflation and the cost of living, property taxes, and on the issues of crime and public safety, education, protecting children in the DCFS system, and providing health care for our veterans living in state care. Sosnowski goes on to say our priority should be to direct state resources toward benefiting taxpayers and the most vulnerable citizens of our state. People in the state line with a criminal record get a chance to clean the slate. That's the goal of the Second Chances Summit at Rockford's Nordloff Center. The one-day outreach event provides an opportunity for people to remove old offenses from their record. Those who qualify under Illinois law to have offenses expunged or sealed met one-on-one with an attorney to prepare a petition for judicial relief. One participant in the service says the event greatly benefits those who can't afford the legal advice or to file the documents.
There's a public need because our criminal justice system has some flaws, and this particular service will help to correct those flaws for people that don't have the funding to be able to get them corrected individually.
The event was coordinated by Senator Steve Stottlemann's office in partnership with Prairie State Legal Services. A local health center looks for holiday donations. River Bluff Health and Rehabilitation is gearing up to host its annual trick-or-treat event. Residents and staff will pass out candy to the public on Halloween. If you'd like to donate candy, bring unopened store-bought bulk candy bags to the receptionist desk at River Bluff on North Main Street. Donations will be accepted until October 30th. The war between Israel and Hamas escalates coming up. Many law agencies across the U.S. are now on high alert after comments made by Hamas's former leader.
And most of the heavy rain actually moving out of here over the last about hour. We're seeing redevelopment in a couple of storms that we're watching just to our southwest, though. We'll time out the expected rainfall, also have what's fallen so far across the state line. That's coming up a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team with Eric Wilson, Mimi Murphy, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Law enforcement across the nation ramp up security after the former head of Hamas calls for protests of the escalating war in Israel. Anna Wernicke shows us while no agencies report any credible threats, police are still preparing.
Barriers around the U.S. Capitol went up on Friday as U.S. Capitol Police ramp up security measures. The heightened security comes 1 week after Hamas's surprise attack on Israel.
Hamas has announced a global day of jihad. And I think that's something that we should all take very seriously.
Some lawmakers say the increased state of alert is welcome.
I want to thank our law enforcement for keeping the city safe, and I want to thank the FBI for their vigilance.
In a statement late Thursday, U.S. Capitol Police said not all of the extra steps they are taking will be visible to the public. Demonstrations like this one in Washington are taking place across the country. And while law enforcement say they've received no credible threats, they say the increased security is just a precaution.
Hamas's anti-Semitic terrorism 6,000 miles away is likely to result in increased hate and hate crime right here.
D.C. Attorney General Brian Schwab told the crowd of nearly 200 pro-Israel supporters near the White House that despite the escalating tensions in the Middle East, hate has no place in the nation's capital.
Hate will not be tolerated in the District of Columbia. It will not be excused. It will not be ignored. It will not be pushed under the rug.
To address potential threats, police in D.C., New York, and L.A. say they are increasing officer presence in Jewish and Muslim communities and around religious institutions. In Washington, I'm Anna Wernicke.
We've got a short break in the rain we've had practically all day, at least in the immediate Rockford area. Up next, Savannah times out the next round and takes us right through the weekend with temperatures and showers.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Savannah Brito.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Been a busy day and really last couple of days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This afternoon, we did continue to string and bring our rainfall totals up all across the state line. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, a live look at the radar showing some storms rebounding. These are all with that warm front just north of it. That's by Davenport. Those storms right now producing lots of lightning. So we're keeping an eye on those. Those are just to our southwest of the state line, expecting those to move in within the next couple of hours, producing some more heavy rainfall again. Those are producing lightning right now. Our biggest concerns here, gusty winds and the potential for flooding with all the rain we've already seen. Puddling on roadways, things like that. Also, visibilities are down, so just give yourself a little bit of extra time out there this evening as we head for tonight. So here's the placement of that warm front with the storms developing just on the north side of that are to our southwest. Again, those producing some lightning. Behind that, though, with the cold front, these ones in the focal point is that area with the occluding front, warm front, and cold front meeting together, or the triple point. That's where the tornado watch has been issued. So far, no warnings, but that's the area that they're watching just directly to our west for any severe storms. So not anticipating any severe weather here across the state line, but maybe some stronger storms. Again, winds and flooding, a big concern for us as we go through the next couple of hours. Flash flooding remains a concern tonight with that heavy rain expecting to move back in. Visibility issues out there from patchy fog with all the high levels of moisture, all the condensation out there. That's kind of affecting all across the state line. Pretty much visibility is down to about 2.5 miles here at Rockford's airport. 54 though, so temperature is actually pretty stationary right now. 53 in Rochelle, same with Freeport, 52 degrees in Monroe. All across the area, lower to mid 50s. Didn't reach 60, that was not expected here, but just downstate, Bloomington reaching 63, Effingham 68, Terre Haute was at 75. Now they're at 70 degrees still, but we do have warmer temperatures just to our west and also the south. That's where that warm front is located. So anyone that's south of that is a lot warmer than north of the cold front, and north of the cold front where we're at, that's where all that heavy rain's anticipated and going to continue to track that overnight into Saturday. 21 miles per hour, the winds in Janesville, 17 in Rochelle, and 20 in Monroe. These will become stronger though over the next couple of hours. Gusts tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, could potentially reach about 35 to even 40 miles per hour. So it is going to be very, very windy out there. Those storms that are redeveloping southwest of here, expecting to move back in as we head later into this evening, and then they will pick up, increase in coverage, and also cause some downpours out there. That's why flash flooding remains a concern as we go through tonight into early tomorrow morning. Behind that low, most that actually sticks around, slides back around. That's why we're anticipating more rain, heavy, and then we'll probably see about over an inch more potentially in some locations across the state line. So far though, already we've seen a lot of rainfall over the last 3 days, pushing us up to over an inch and a half. October's total so far about 1 inch and 6/10. Monthly average, though, is just about an inch from where we sit right now. We're probably going to get very close to seeing a month's worth of rainfall in just the span of a few days. So we have to watch out for that and flooding. 54 tomorrow, 53 Sunday. A little warmer, though, Eric, by midweek next week.
Not much warmer, but it'll still feel great. All right, thanks, Savannah. Reagan Holgate's next with sports. We are counting down to kickoff. The biggest high school football showdown of the season in the Big Northern Conference is on the clock. She previews it for us next.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
It's the biggest week of the season in the Big Northern. The last two undefeated teams in Dixon and Byron will battle it out for the rights to a conference championship. We'll start with the Dukes. This is the first time since 2017 that Dixon has been in the running for a Big Northern title. That 2017 season was the last time they started the year 7-0. They have the second highest scoring offense in the conference with senior Tyler Shaner at quarterback. They've also given up the second fewest amount of points. Both of those are behind Byron, but this week is obviously their biggest test so far this season, and the guys have been mentally preparing for a while now.
We haven't overlooked our previous opponents, but we have definitely prepared our minds more for Byron than we did for those other 2 weeks. We are definitely mentally ahead of where we have been previously.
Our teammates have just been, every time we hang out with each other, it's just Byron, Byron, Byron. Always just talking about Byron, and we're just all super excited, ready to go, because we're 7-0, and that's the first time we've been like that in a long time.
Now let's move over to the Byron Tigers, and what more do you need to say about these guys? They've rolled past every one of their opponents this season, winning by no less than 40 points. All of these blowouts have given the younger guys the chance to get some reps ahead of postseason play. The Tigers are in the hunt for their third straight Big Northern title after tying with Stillman Valley last season, and they view this game as a great opportunity to see where things stand with playoffs right around the corner.
We've had some easier games, and these ones will definitely be more of a challenge that will help us prepare us for the playoffs.
This is an important game for us, and I think it's important to understand that it's like a playoff atmosphere here this week. So I think it's a great experience going into the playoffs and the postseason.
And with teams of this caliber, a win is going to come from what the guys up front can do. We always love to give the boys in the trenches a little love, and tonight they will be key. Byron wins the size battle there, but the Dukes won't back down from that fight.
They have been the cream of the crop. Their line play is really, really good. You know, your up front has to play low and physical because they're big and they get off the ball really, really well.
So here's what the rest of the Big Northern looks like tonight. We've got Rock Falls at Genoa Kingston. Oregon is hosting Lutheran. The Hawks have to win out if they want to get into the playoffs. North Boone will likely punch their playoff ticket at home hosting Rockford Christian. And Stillman Valley will become eligible for the playoffs if they can grab a 5th win over Winnebago. And make sure to join us tonight on Overtime at 11 p.m. on Fox 39 for all the highlights, analysis from Tim Bailey, and so much more. That's sports. We'll be right back.
The whole weather team, radar, has been so active for the last several days. We're starting to add to our total a little bit, but it's really not helping that deficit all that much.
No, just mainly because when you get all this rain in a drought, it's not necessarily good because it kind of bounces off the soil instead of goes back in. So we're up to about 1.5 inches, which is about 1 inch from where we should be for the month of October. Trying to get these words together. But on the interactive radar, mystateline.com, you can see more showers and storms. Yes, they're going to move in southwest of here right now, but over the next couple of hours, especially later tonight into early tomorrow, that's where we're going to see that really become more widespread in coverage. Downpours, flash flooding is a concern because these will move very slowly, especially behind that low pressure system. So that's going to be a concern as we head through late tonight into early tomorrow. Temperatures falling for your weekend, though, only going to be down and reach daytime highs in the lower to mid 50s. So, Eric, it'll be cool out there.
Cool and cloudy.
Yep, exactly.
Thanks, Savannah. And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.